The installation of the 8 to 5 energy saver is designed to be very easy, but it is recommended that only a qualified electrician carries this out. It should be wired in accordance with the latest edition of the IEE regulations or the national requirements. The procedure is almost the same for all types of fittings currently in use. First, always ensure the main supply is isolated before proceeding. Ensure that the rated voltage and frequency of the 8 to 5 energy saver is compatible with the intended main supply. Following are the steps taken for a standard single mount exposed fitting. Afterwards we will cover the slight variations for other fittings. So let's look at the installation of a single mount exposed fitting. Again, having isolated the mains supply, carefully remove the diffuser panel. Identify the mains input terminal block connector and check its condition, replacing if found necessary. Remove all the old wiring feeding from the main supply and terminate the redundant wires using the crimp terminator provided. The redundant wires can then be secured by using the tie wrap. Cables can be fed through the knockout hole positioned at the end of the fitting, or, if necessary, a 20mm hole can be drilled in the cover panel, which needs then to be fitted with a grommet. It is recommended that double insulated cable is used for this purpose. Always ensure the live neutral wires are wired correctly. Refit the fixture's cover panel. Insert and rotate the 8 to 5 unit into place. Check the condition of the diffuser and then after cleaning carefully refit it. You will find that an assistant to clean the diffusers and pass the new lamp to the electrician will speed up installation time. When refitting reflectors, always ensure that they are reconnected to the fixture's earth cable. We will now show you the slight variations when fitting the 8 to 5 energy saver to quad mount units. Having removed the diffuser or reflector panel, identify the mains input terminal block connector and check its condition, replacing if necessary. Remove all the old wiring feeding from the main supply and terminate the redundant wires using the crimp terminator provided. The redundant wires can then be secured by using the tie wrap. For parallel wiring, all 4 power input cables can be connected directly to the mains input terminal block, or alternatively, all the 8 to 5 energy saver units can be pre-wired in parallel as follows. Remove the clamp cover and insert additional power input wires from the neighbouring unit until all 4 units are linked in parallel. This task can be performed on a bench beforehand. Insert the 4 units into position. Connect the power input wires to the mains terminal block connector, ensuring that none of the wiring obscures the lamp units. Clean and carefully refit the diffusers, always ensuring the reflectors are reconnected to the earth. In older fixtures, it may be necessary to adjust the mounting angle of the 8 to 5 energy saver unit. To do this, simply loosen the screw located in the middle of the end cap, then reposition the end cap to the desired angle and retighten the screws. Once this is carried out, the unit can be installed in the fitting at the correct angle. When replacing T5 tubes, always ensure that the T5 tube is rotated into its correct position. Do not use undue force and always replace with 8 to 5 energy saver brand tubes. For difficult installations where the fitting or the T8, T12 holders are damaged and will not support the 8 to 5 energy saver, simply use the mounting clips supplied, which can be easily attached to the cover panel using self-tapping screws which are also supplied. For some applications of the 6-foot and 8-foot units, it might be desired to increase the angle of light distribution by removing the reflectors. To do this, simply remove the T5 tube, then remove the reflector by simply removing the retaining screws and plastic retaining clips. Then carefully replace the T5 tube and the tube covers. The following important guidelines should be considered. Always ensure that any power factor / filter capacitors inside the fixture are disconnected from the mains feed. Do not install the 8 to 5 energy savers into emergency lighting unit. Always use double insulated cable for exposed mounted fixture. Always test earth continuity and conduct an earth loop impedance test after completion. Always ensure the 8 to 5 energy saver units are wired to the correct phased wiring, live to live, neutral to neutral. Always dispose of the old fluorescent tubes in an environmentally correct manner in accordance with your local authority's regulations or health and safety executive requirements.